Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I started off with some Valentine's Day themes on my mantle. I have never done this on the fireplace. I've just been always a very simple decorator around the house, but for some reason I'm completely in love with decorating this mantle. So I had made like a Valentine's theme display, then I worked on some St. Patrick's Day things, and then I was like, well, I have some things that I can repurpose and turn into more of a spring DIY. And so today I've put together a tutorial on how I've repurposed some of the material I use in a St. Patrick's Day themed mantle display, and I will put some of that footage into this video and then also share with you some extra little pieces that I added. They are such simple DIYs, not complicated at all, not super creative, just very basic, simple, and when you put them all together, they just give you a really nice, pleasant spring theme layout on your fireplace mantle. You can put them on a side table or a front entrance display. Really, it can be anywhere that suits your home. But I hope you guys enjoyed these simple DIYs with me today, and I look forward to sharing the process with you. Which one is your favorite? I would love to hear what you guys are kind of inclined towards, so then I can kind of keep creating things and sharing them with you guys on the channel. Until next time, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. We are here preparing for a windstorm, I think some freezing rain, so I filled the tubs with water and yeah, just in case we lose power. But anyways, until next time, everyone, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.
This DIY, I'm going to use a mixture of like a gray paint and white, I think, because I'm just going to try to keep it a bit more modern. I printed bunny trail using Microsoft Word, and now I'm just going to coat this wood board from the Dollar Tree with paint. You can cut a foam board piece for whatever shape you'd like, if you want it to be rectangular or a square shape for this sign. So definitely do not limit yourself to just using wood. You can definitely use white foam boards from the Dollar Tree to create this exact same look. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to blend some of this black shoe polish, because it does stain the wood really nicely, with the gray mix of acrylic paint that I'd created, and I'm going to blend it. Actually, you can use a cotton cloth, but I'm using actually a wet nap right here from the Dollar Tree just to blend in the colors. You can just streak a little bit more paint or dab and then just kind of run the cloth across, and you'll just get a bit of like a blending effect, but more like distressing as well. As you can see, I just kind of run it across the board just to give it more shadow here and there. Once you're happy with how your board is turned out, I'm going to trace. I'm not very good with freehand. That's one thing. I always feel like I'm gonna, I don't know, just ruin things. So I'm gonna trace this here with just a little stylus type poker from the Dollar Tree as well, and I'm gonna indent into the wood so that I have a bit of a visual to follow. You can definitely shade in the back of the paper with pencil, and then it will leave a nice gray mark on the board. I just was following an indent and it worked out pretty good here. So I'm using some black paint, and I'm just paintbrushing the area that was left on the wood and just tracing along the word. And then I'm going to go back actually and make the letters a little bit thicker, because I just found my first coat was a little bit too thin for my liking, and I'm going to do a little arrow here pointing to the bunny trail. Now you can write, I like the word gather, you can write the word Easter or Happy Easter or Spring, Happy Spring. I just wanted to have a little theme to go with the little bunny, the ceramic bunny that I had, and so this is why I'm using this specific word. So I wanted to make it more authentic with like the wood finish, and I'm using wooden tower blocks from the Dollar Tree to create this frame. So you want to make sure you line up all your blocks so you know where you're gluing them down. And I'm not going to paint wooden blocks either. I'm going to leave them natural just this way. I really like the way they look, and I'm using fur in the corner just to show you that you want to keep everything leveled. However, once you glue it to the board, it's not going to move, right? So I'm taking some wood glue with a mixture of hot glue, and then I'm just going to apply that right directly onto the wooden frame that I have. Once I have my wood blocks kind of lined up, the first two corners, I'm always going to put wood glue on the bottom and then wood glue on the very tip, and mix that with hot glue again and apply it and connect it to one another. I'm only doing wood glue on the very end tip on the corners. After that, I'm just applying wood glue right directly to the base, applying wood block flat down, and that's plenty. It's not going to go anywhere after that. So again, the corners, I'm just going to apply the wood glue, connect it to the one piece, and the same here. And so when you line up your blocks, you want to make sure that, take a look at the way I've positioned them here. It just makes it so much easier. You don't have to cut anything. It all fits perfectly. And the same if you're doing a foam board, make sure that your foam board fits the wood blocks before you cut the foam, because it's much easier to adjust the size of your foam board than it is to adjust the blocks, because then you might have to saw things. I didn't want to go through the trouble of having to cut these wood blocks. So this is how it turned out, and you can paint it white if you'd like, but because my fireplace has white brick in behind, I just thought the natural looked nicer. This DIY is from my previous video. I just thought I'd insert it quickly, but it is a vase as well from the Dollar Tree, strictly just painted with one coat of acrylic paint. Once I had a nice even coat of the color I wanted, I distressed it with a black sandpaper from the Dollar Tree as well to give it a distressed look, and it turned out really, really nice. So again, I've just inserted this from a previous DIY because I used it on the mantle display, and I think it just looks cute with new fresh flowers for spring. You may notice this is also from my previous DIY, so I wanted to share the versatility of these blocks. I'm going to paint them with a solid color of acrylic paint, and I've chosen two colors here, which was like white and a gray, or so that there would be like two tones, and it's visually more appealing to the eye. So once these blocks were painted, I stamped the word lucky using Dollar Tree stamps, and I think it turned out super cute. But now I wanted to share with you how I've repurposed these blocks into my spring decor. So you'll see that I'm flipping the word lucky right on its face. And now I'm just going to stamp the word spring using a different font, also from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use the lowercase letters. I think they're just fun and cute. So I needed one extra block, so I painted that, and now I'm just stamping the word spring onto these blocks on the back side of lucky. I have actually 3 faces to these blocks for creating words with them, and you can always add more blocks and remove blocks. That's the fun thing about these little painted blocks. I absolutely love them, and they look so cute on the mantle. It just adds a touch of personalization. So here you see the spring sitting out on the mantle. This is probably the easiest transformation. You're just going to take your favorite color or paint from the Dollar Tree. I know Walmart also carries them for less than $1. And I actually mixed the cream with a dab of black just to give it more of a gray color. And I'm just painting this house completely covering all the sides. If you need 2 coats, you can go for it depending on how thick your acrylic paint is. I found that 1 coat did the trick. I completely covered it up, and then I just displayed it on my mantle to go with the whole spring theme, and I think it looks super cute. Now this is also a nice added touch for anyone who's into the farmhouse themes. If you're putting together a tray, the house painted white is a perfect addition to one of farmhouse setup. So anyways, this one is super easy, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. Okay, here's my mini ladder again, just in case you missed it on my previous St. Patrick's Day themed layout. I had to share this with you guys again because I think it's just such a budget-friendly DIY, and it's so cute, especially if you're doing farmhouse. So what you want to do is take an 8x8 canvas frame from the Dollar Tree and an 8x10. The 8x8 is going to come undone. You want to take apart bars into 4 pieces and remove all the staples on the side with the staple remover. You also want to remove the staples off the 8x10, but do not take apart the 8x10 canvas. Keep it together. And I'm going to share with you how I put together the mini ladder in my previous DIY in case you missed it. So I'm using a saw and I'm just working my way gently around it. The wood is very soft. It does cut through very easily. So just a little patience and it will go through, and then you can kind of just take a pair of scissors and even cut off excess of the wood. If your scissors are super sharp, you can even do this probably with your scissors, but the saw is definitely a faster way. Just please be careful when you're doing this. So you want to make sure that the ends are completely straight. So one of the bars is going to fit exactly perfectly in the middle of the 8x10 canvas with the actual art piece, like the mat removed, right? So this is going to be your first step in the middle of the 8x10 canvas. Then you need to cut 2 more bars in half so that you can build 2 legs and 2 top parts of the ladder. So here, with a combination of hot glue and wood glue, I'm going to take the middle bar and glue it to the 8x10 canvas so that it's sealed in there. And then I'm going to take the same combination of wood glue and hot glue and adhere the legs and the top parts of the ladder. And this is how the mini ladder turns out. You've got the top part, the 3 steps of the ladder, and then the legs. I like to add a piece of material, so in this case I've used a little scarf from the Dollar Tree. However, you can use a tea towel or even just a piece of material to give it a little more texture. Another 1-minute DIY. This bottle is from IKEA. However, Dollar Tree carries similar milk jugs just like this. I'm taking the white twine from the Dollar Tree. It comes with white burlap flower, I believe. So if you're looking for it, it is, I believe, in the wedding area or at least the gift wrapping area. And then I just wound it up around the bottleneck of the bottle. I used some hot glue to adhere it, and that was it. And then I used some beautiful flowers from the Dollar Tree as well to fill the milk jug, and I think this turned out super cute and tied together the entire theme of the floral and the spring. I hope you guys enjoyed these DIYs. I look forward to sharing more with you very soon. Until next time, everyone, have a wonderful day, and thank you so very much for watching. Bye for now.